Chuck 2. This is the second time I had to record this video because half of my head was cut off. Great. This is hot. This is so hot. My mug is pretty cute though. Hi everyone, my name is Alice, I'm 21 and I'm an engineer student. But I'm also a book lover. I love reading. I love it so much. So I decided to start a Booktube channel. This is very exciting for me, but I have never been on camera before, so if, it can get a little awkward, but I'll practice. I think it will get easier with every video that I make. I decided to start with the Booktube Newbie Tag. Hooray! I've got some questions in my trusty notebook and let's get started. Question number 1. Why did you start your channel? Okay, this is a very easy question. I am a very shy person. I have always loved reading since I was very, very small, and my passion only grew with the years, fortunately. But not many people in my life share this strong passion with me. I've got friends who read. My mother is an historian, so she loves reading books. She loves reading history books. My father, who's an engineer like me, loves reading math books. So I've got a nerdy family for books. I wanted to reach more people who share this very cool passion. It's also a great practice, or so they told me, for shy people to, learn to talk and articulate more. Also to practice my English, because, fun fact, I'm Italian. I am not a native speaker, as you can hear by my accent, so please bear with me if I make any mistakes, because talking in another language is very hard. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? This is a very ambiguous question for me, because other than my personality or my taste in books, there's not many things that you can bring that are unique. But as I am Italian, I love reading Italian books, and there are many Italian books that have not been translated yet, so I can talk about those. Those are very niche books, but I also love, YA books that have like a very big reputation on Booktube. But I am also a manga reader. I have always been since I was very, very small, and I watched Naruto on television. I started collecting Naruto volumes and I never stopped. I have an entire bookshelf full of manga. Question number 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? Probably connecting with more people and talking about something I love that I cannot really share outside my house, because reading is something that is precious to me, but it does not concern my studies nor my job, like my work. This is my only outlet, aside from me rambling to my mom on the phone. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? I feel like this is the question that has got to be like the hardest to answer, because I just do. Why do we love reading? There are so many things that are enjoyable about reading. Getting to know some fun new character, learning new things, exploring new worlds. Those are the very generic answers that I can give, but I started when I learned to read, and one of my teachers back in primary school was very, very passionate about reading, and she started my love for books, and it has been like 2 decades of reading. I'm not going to stop now. I just love it. I just love it. Question number 5. What books or series got you into reading? Now that is a fun question, because it ties back to what I've said before. It was a Italian only series. I believe it has not been translated yet. That came with the newspaper. So every week I had a new book to read, and It was full of pictures and colors. I loved it. And that series is called the Geronimo's Tilton series. I'm going to put a picture right here. But it talks about a very nerdy mouse that goes on adventures with his family. It was excellent. I loved it. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? How? Like just how, period. But also, does it ever get less awkward? Like to stare at yourself into a camera and talk to basically no one? And also, how do you find time for this? This setup was so time consuming. Also, like finding something to prop my phone onto, because I'm filming on my phone, and you are balancing on 10 books and 4 boxes. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Definitely looking awkward on camera. Because it's a very new thing for me. But also uploading consistently. But not only uploading, but like filming and thinking about something that's interesting to me, but also that can be interesting to watch. Because those are very different things. And not many times they coincide, right? Because I can feel like myself doing jumping jacks, and that's not very entertaining. But if I do jumping jacks, balancing like, I don't know, flaming balls of fire on my nose, that's interesting. While reading a book, even more interesting. Reading blog idea. Question number 8. When did you start reading? I learned to read when I was about 3 years old. I wanted to say 4 or 5, but my mom corrected me and I started at 3, apparently. Fun fact, another one. My first word that I read aloud was bee, like the flying insect that is called ape in Italian. Question number 8. Where do you read? I tend to read in bed. When I was little, I always read before going to sleep. Nowadays it's getting harder because I study at night. I'm a night owl. I had to start finding another reading time nook. I commute from my home to university and, sometimes from my home to my mom's home. So I take the train, and reading on the train is lovely. A lovely experience. I must say, I recommend it. All this talking is making me very thirsty. Also, this mug is being staring at me from my table. Very cute. Last question. Question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? Now, I've been blessed with a very general spectrum of interests. So if I find something interesting, then I will read it. That is as simple as that. Also, my mom and my dad started collecting in their life so many different kind of books. So my house is full of different kind of books. Hell, most of them are my mom's book. And sometimes I pick from them without her knowing. But I try to read almost every genre. I love fantasy, I love YA, I love romance books. I especially love those like cheesy, how do you call it? Mass paperback edition? Those ones that you find in the grocery store? Those kind of books that are titled like Taming the Duke or like Bedroom Eyes or something like that. They were called Harmony ones here in Italy because it was the collection of books, and I love those. I love those to death. They're so cheesy, so lovely. They turn my brain off and I love that. But I also have a soft spot for fantasy books. Those were my favorite kind of books when I was growing up. Those and sci-fi. Those, lovely. Also, sometimes non-fiction. Sometimes that is like a gray area for me because I haven't read a lot. If you have any recommendation, let me know. We have arrived at the end of our tag, so let me know how you liked this video, and if you liked it, think about subscribing if you want. Also, stay tuned because I am participating in a readathon that is starting very soon, in like 2 days from me filming it, that is called the Animal Crossing Readathon. Isn't it genius? Animal Crossing books. Mwah! Chef's kiss. It starts March 9th and it ends on the 20th, so the day Animal Crossing New Horizon comes out. And I'm going to try to film a reading vlog for those like 10 days. So if you are interested in that, stay tuned. I'm reading Cassandra Clare and mangas and other mysterious books. Also, I'm reading an Italian-only book that has not been translated yet, so if you're interested in that. Okay, I don't really have an outro, nor do I have an intro, I believe. I'll figure something out. Goodbye!